Hey, hello. Hope everybody is well today. I'm Paul Apollonia. I'm going to show you what I sold on eBay for the week of, let me make sure I get this right, January 27th, 2020 to February 2nd, 2020. Let me introduce myself. I'm Paul Apollonia, obviously. I've been selling on eBay since about 2005. Didn't really do too much with it for a few years. Got really involved in it in 2008 when I shut down one of my businesses and needed to move on to something else, and just fell in love with online selling. Got involved in consignment, online consignment. Consignment is not for everybody. You need to really think it out and find good people to do consignment with. But once you've got that figured out, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. The one thing I love about consignment is I'm not buying my inventory. People are giving me the inventory to sell. I also do a lot of training. Love doing training, one-on-one, small group, large group, in person, classroom. Even have done it through Skype and Zoom, and have gone across the state of North Carolina and done it through community colleges, and also have done it nationwide, like down at places at the Mobile Tech Expo down in Florida once a year in January. In fact, that's where I came from last week. I was there from Wednesday, drove down, and came back Saturday night very, very late. So this week's hopefully video is going to be really, really short, because I'll be honest with you, I did not sell too many things because I was out. What I do is when you go away and you have an eBay store, you can only do this with a store. You can either put your store on vacation. There's two modes. One mode is it's shut, like picture a physical store and the door is locked and you can't get in. The other option is you can let people wander around and buy things in your store. The door's open, but you send them a message saying you are gone for this long, and you will send it out when you get back. What I've been doing the last couple of years has worked out really good for me. Is I just move my handling time out to like whatever day I'm going to be back, but I add a day because something always seems to happen on when I get back, and I can't get the stuff out the same day I get back. I guess I'm getting older now, and it's a little harder to get motivated and energy. But that's what I do. And while I'm away, I always have my computer, much to dismay of my family, and I move my handling time closer and closer, and then finally back down to the 1 day or same day handling time. So, like I said, I did not sell too much. What I'm going to show you is almost everything I sold for the week. So it wasn't really a great week, but I am thankful that I do trainings, and I have a few other side hustles going on, doing headlight restoration and stuff like that. Oh, I forgot. And one other thing I do is I part out stuff and sell those parts on eBay, and you'll see some of those parts in the few listings I'm going to show you. I love parting out things. I get that stuff for free too. 90% of the stuff I sell, I get for free. People give it to me, or I get it through parting out of stuff that people give me: appliances, mowers, outdoor equipment, you name it. There's a lot of money in parts. It's pretty cool. You just have to have the room. And remember, you are taking apart something. You're not worried about putting it back together again. All right, let's get this show on the road, as I always say. Oh, one more. Got a cold today. I'm a little forgetful. My YouTube channel, there it is right there. Please subscribe to it. Please like the video if you found it helpful. Leave a comment. Let me know what's going on. And let's get this show on the road one more time. I think that's it. All right. I'll tell you where I got the item, what I made off the item. Like I said, it was not a great week. I'm being upfront and honest with you. I'm not one to lie and make up stories. All right. One Jellybelly Gumball machine. Let me snoop this down a little bit to see my ugly mug that much. Not a big time sale. This was a consignment sale. Consignment sale / you can have it, I think. From what I'm getting the impression, I just spoke to him last night, and I'm pretty sure I can just keep everything at this point. Big $12.99, so I would make 50% of that. Big $6.99. Hey, most of my sales on eBay are between a few bucks and about $40. Yes, I do have those gems, $100, $200, $1,000, but those are far and few between. Most of my bread and butter is between a couple bucks and $40, which I'm totally fine with. I know that is not a lot of people's business model, but I am good with that. So Here's the gumball machine again. Like I said, I probably made about $6.99 off of this. Made a few bucks on shipping. Let's look at the pictures. Actually, I did this on my front step. I take all the pictures, all the angles. I like that front step picture. I know it's not a white background, but I think it's pretty cool. White backgrounds are better because that's what eBay wants. And that's what Google likes, is white backgrounds. So let me go over a listing real quick of what I do. Keep my title very plain and search oriented, not grammar oriented. I'm worried about search keywords, what people would be looking for on eBay and Google. Every day eBay uploads their listings up to Google, so you want to make sure that you are doing what people are searching for. Used, it's obviously used, and I always use the item conditions or condition description when I'm got something used, not new. When I can use the item condition description. I'm charging for shipping because it's a consignment item. I try my best to charge for shipping on consignment items because when I don't, it makes the calculations a little bit trickier. Obviously, using PayPal, come down here using I try and use as many item specifics as I can. I probably should have used more with this one, but I did not. I don't know why. Item specifics are very important for eBay searchability and Google searchability. When you are doing an item specific, make sure you'll see a pull down menu when you're creating one. Make sure you're selecting one of those in the pull down menu because millions of people have searched on those. You can create your own, but it's best to try and find one in that pull down menu. Come down here, there's my description. Basically, it's a copy and paste of that description down here, nothing fancy. Let's look at shipping. I'm trying to keep this short. I use Global Shipping Program, GSP, you'll be hearing it called. It's where I sell internationally, but all I have to do is get it to eBay site down in Kentucky. So if I pack it properly, get it there in a timely manner, they get it. They open it sometimes they don't. And once they get it and it's in their hands, you'll get a message. You'll get an email and a message saying they have it. Excuse me. And it's eBay's responsibility from there. I have, knock on wood, have never had an issue once eBay has claimed it in Kentucky. After that, it can get lost, stolen, broken, and eBay picks up the tab. Now, I know people have had horror stories with Global Shipping Program, GSP, but I have not. A lot of people think that you can sell more without using GSP. From what I'm learning, you probably could, because I'm hearing that the Global Shipping Program is charging a lot more taxes because they don't know what taxes to charge, and they're charging the buyer more. But I like it for ease of use. I pick economy shipping because that allows me to pick any option eBay is offering for shipping: post office, FedEx, post office priority, flat rate, FedEx Smart Post, which is a collaboration between the post office and FedEx, FedEx Ground. The only problem with economy is that people will see this 5 to 14 days. 90% of the time, I'm shipping my stuff out priority post office. So they get it a lot faster, and it reflects in my feedback. Does it affect my sales? I'm sure it does. What I need to do, and I keep on forgetting, is adding another shipping option for priority and weigh the item and get it out that way. Return policy is 30 days. Shipping, I've been pretty good with shipping. I'm guesstimating at the cost. So either I make a buck or two, or I lose a little bit of money, but most of the time I'm making a buck or two. I have no problem making money on shipping. I'm spending my time, my money on shipping supplies. The next item, a dishwasher rack. You've seen these a million times. This one, I actually did not do free shipping because when I looked up solds, they did not have free shipping. Where did this go? I forget. It went somewhere on the East Coast. I can't remember. These racks are the easiest things to part out on probably any appliance, any kind of rack, refrigerator rack, dishwasher rack. You are just opening the dishwasher and pulling it out. And this is perfect. There was no rust, no nothing on this rack, so I don't have anything like please read or anything like that. There were no issues with it. How do I ship these? I go to Lowe's or Home excuse me, Home Depot. Hang on a second, sorry. get a large heavy duty box. The largest one, well, not the huge one, but the large one. Actually, a medium box will work, I think. Heavy duty, about $2.50, $3 for the box. That's all you need. Bring it home, cut it open it up, flip it over so the writing's on the inside. Put this rack on the, lay it down, fold it over. If it has the excuse me, if it has this little spinner thing on it, I unscrew that. It is basically it's a half a turn and it comes off, and I tape it to the rack itself because I don't want that breaking. It's very easy to put back on again. You just turn it back on again. It's very simple. I leave some directions sometimes in there. Sometimes buyers message me and saying, "Hey, how do I get this on?" It's very simple. So that's what I do, and I basically fold the other ends in and just tape the living heck out of it. So you're going to use a lot of tape, but it's the best way I've found to ship them, and I've never had a problem with anything getting broken. They usually go out FedEx because it's cheaper going out FedEx. I can't remember where I shipped this to. I don't know, but I'm sure I made pretty good money. Remember, I got this for nothing. I just had to drive and get a dishwasher. And when it comes to dishwashers, I'm basically pulling the racks out anymore, the soap dispenser on the door, and the control board, which is inside the door most of the time. And that is it. I don't really go and part out the whole thing like I used to do, the rails and all this other stuff, because there's just not money in it. You got to be careful when you're parting out things too. That's another thing I tell people. Set a timer, put your phone on a timer, whatever, and really time yourself. You don't want to spend 9 hours parting out something. You're not going to make any money at 9 hours. Just maybe every 20 minutes, have it go off and go, hey, where am I at? Okay, can I get that part within another 5 minutes? If not, let it go. But I don't know where this went to. It's driving me crazy. I think it went somewhere on. Oh, it just got to Miami or Florida. I forget. But so I did okay with that. Made some money on that. The Bosch dishwasher racks is where the money is made. Make a lot of money selling those. Probably made maybe $32 on this. Okay, this vacuum cleaner I actually found in the back of a thrift store next to the dumpster. Had it listed forever in my store, like forever. Um, had it priced a lot higher than that at one time. I think I had it priced at $79, and it sat and sat and sat. I bet you I've had this thing just listed well over. Oh, it listed last December 2018, I think it was. So it's been in my store for a while. I'm sort of a list it and forget it type of eBayer. Um, very clear parts of repair. It did work. It does work. But I was very clear here. I can show you the description there. Well, let me show you the bigger description down here. Selling parts outside is badly worn due to condition. Hose has wear. Small blue attachment is worn. See, so I'm very, very clear on. Okay, so I'm very clear on. I'm trying to be as honest as I can on my listing, showing them pictures. Here's the picture of the broken hose, and so see, handle's broken. So guy bought it. Actually, he's in North Carolina, which was great for me because I made some money on shipping. I think I made about $6-7 on shipping. It was a bugger shipment, this thing, because I didn't have the right size box, so I sort of had to Frankenstein 3 boxes, telescope them, and tape them together. But I got it out, and he probably has it already. Just remember too, when you're selling something parts or not working, people think, "Oh, great, that means I won't get a return." Sometimes you still get a return. That is not a carte blanche on. I will never get a return on it. So hopefully he likes what he got. I was very clear with the listing. Made good money on this. Paid nothing for it. Just threw it in the car and brought it home. So probably made, oh God, $45 probably on that. I'll bet you, not more. 2 more items. These are the. I told you guys a story again about these DVDs I got. 2 people gave me 2 huge boxes of DVDs that consigned years ago, and they just said, "Don't worry about it." So I looked at Declutter, which is a mobile app where they buy DVDs, movie DVDs for like 20 cents, 30 cents. I thought, okay, that's an option. Then I looked at eBay and I went, well, let me see what they're going for. And I went, okay, so, $10, $5, $10. But wait, declutter's the buyer. And I thought, well, I know they're a business. They got a business model to follow too. And I thought, let me see what I can do to just get some sales. Low end, loss leader, whatever you want to call it. If I can get it out real quick, I don't mind making a buck or two. So I bought envelopes. I got the envelopes down to about 5 cents, 5 or 10 cents a piece, because I bought such a quantity of them, and they're just basically those yellow poly envelopes. Actually, this I had to use a box because it's a 3-set, pretty big set. So then I thought, well, I got to get this process really fast. So I alphabetized all of them in a box, put the box next to my computer where I do all my shipping, and I listed them all on my phone, which was real simple. I was listing probably 30, 40 an hour. So that was a real basic listing. There's very little in the listing. This I did by hand. This one I created this listing because it was only 3, 4, and 5 seasons. It wasn't a whole set. But so I did that, and I've been selling probably about 6, 7, 10, 12, 15 of these a week, which is great. So again, these are not high-end sales. I'm making a buck. Well, not this one. I made good money on this. Made very good money on this. Probably went out media mail. I think I made about $21 on this. So that's a good flip for paying nothing for it. But on the regular movie DVDs, anything under $4, I'm not making much. Maybe not much at all. Maybe a buck. But stuff over that, I'm doing okay for the time I'm spending. Like I said, it took me all 2 seconds to list it, 2 seconds to put an envelope, seal it, put a label on it, and it's out. So, and it's getting sales into my store, and I think that's why I had a great holiday season. I sold very little holiday stuff, sold a lot of appliance parts and miscellaneous things, so it was not due to holiday stuff I was selling. I really think we need, as eBay sellers, to get maybe a loss leader in there, maybe a replenishable. Go to Lowe's, go to Home Depot, find something that is on the shelves, it's always on the shelf, and start selling it. Light switches, screws, nails, whatever, and just start selling it. And then you can always go back and buy a bunch more. You don't need to buy cases and cases and cases. Just make sure that it's always on the shelf. It's an item that's always on the shelf. That's one way of getting sales. Like I said, you're not going to make a lot of money, but you get sales in. That's what's important. The last item, a JanSport, I'm sorry, backpack. Got this years ago from a big time Amazon seller. I was doing all his returns, selling them on eBay. I did very, very well. Made tons of money. Made him tons of money. Then he decided to get away from Amazon selling and get into Amazon training, and we're not doing it anymore. Ended the relationship fine. I was amazed at how much Amazon returns to these sellers. I mean, he had a storage unit full of stuff. But so this is my money, obviously, at this point, because he said don't worry about the stuff. So we did okay. Went out first class. Put it in 2 poly. Did I put it in 2 or 1? I can't remember. 1 or 2 eBay poly envelopes. If I put it in 2, I'll put it at both ends. Tape it in the middle. Went first class. Probably went about 14 ounces, and it was gone. I do pretty well with backpacks, especially around school time. Obviously, August, September, July, August, September, October. But so believe it or not, that is it for the week. Like I said, real short sales, not a whole lot of money being made, but hey, I'm happy. We're good. Always have a side hustle going on, people. All right, please subscribe to my channel. All the information is below on the Meetup and other information. I've been on a lot of other YouTube channels, a lot of podcasts. All that information is on there. Check that out. And I want to thank you so much for watching. You guys have a great day.